Hello, welcome to the Sting of Time, episode 5, a video series / podcast where I, Leeloo, and my friend,
Oskar.
yes, still Oskar, watch The Scorpion King 52 times in a row. Today we have a guest. Who are you?
Anna.
Yes, also a name. I don't know. Maybe we should just get into it. I had some thoughts.
Thoughts?
Yes, as a sort of a preamble.
A pre-ramble?
Yes, I felt like it had been months since I saw this movie.
Yeah, I said as much. I think during the watching that this is the longest we have gone without watching The Scorpion King since we started watching The Scorpion King, and I definitely felt it too. A day makes a lot of difference.
I feel like it maybe wasn't the day.
Was it more than a day?
It was just one extra day. It was 8 instead of 7, but I feel like it has to have been like, you know, when you get a lot of impressions and like the days, there are more singular days I can remember between watchings. More things happened, I think.
Maybe you just had a really eventful week.
Yes, that is exactly what I am saying. But it didn't help at all with the movie. I still felt really unfresh.
I felt like I said this too while we were watching, but I felt like this was the most. I think I used the word embarrassing watch of the Scorpion King, because the entire thing, partially because we're watching in offline in real life, so it became a bit more real. But since we have a guest who on the surface is more normal than us, it became more of a I can't believe this we're doing this kind of feeling for me. Or rather, I can believe it, because this sort of thing is nothing new, but it became a sort of juxtaposition for me. A weird
How did you feel about the
feeling.
movie, Anna?
It was like somehow it was worse than I thought. I didn't expect it. I knew it was not something nice that you're doing to yourselves. But it was somehow worse than I thought. And it was I was really, at some point I ignored you because I wanted to actually understand the movie, because you're like on some kind of Camel metal level.
Yeah, another
of
wavelength.
watching this, and I kind of had to concentrate to like understand the plot.
I had no qualms about any sort of like we need to make this experience better for Anna.
Yeah, I was also
yeah.
not. I was considering if we were gonna have some sort of spoiler-free pact.
Yeah,
No,
but it wouldn't have worked.
No.
There would be way too much. Thing happened again. Thing is about to happen, and so on.
Yeah, so better to just say what is about to happen straight up.
But how did you feel about since you watched? You said towards the end that you had actually watched it before, like a million years ago or something like that. But let's treat it as if you're watching it for the first time. So, did you ever feel how should I say, like any sort of sympathy for me and Leeloo, who have watched it 5 times now in as many weeks? Like, did that add any sort of extra like weight to your experience?
Yeah, I kind of feel like I'm doing this in solidarity with you. Because like it's not a movie. Like I made sure not to read up on this movie before, and not to refresh the plot for myself. And if anyone is watching this and haven't seen Scorpion King, you're thinking like how bad can it be? But like if you like The Rock,
I kind of want to add something there. If someone is
It's what-
watching
it's
this
just saying the same
and
exact
they,
thing.
if someone's watching this and they feel like they want to watch the movie, don't.
Do not watch it.
Don't watch the movie.
It's not. I would say it's not worth it, but rather it's
Definitely not worth
yeah.
it. Maybe that's
It's less of a recommendation and more like a warning.
but if you like The Rock's body and camels
Is what?
and unclear depictions of all the ancient cultures, then maybe.
I feel like you could get so much more of the rock hard body in any other movie, basically.
But doesn't it those I was talking about those laced up trousers? They add some mystery.
Yes, maybe you get more leg.
Yeah.
More the rock leg.
That kind of makes me think. I mean, I'm trying to think of like other Dwayne movies I've seen. I can't think of that many. I know we have seen one Fast and the Furious. With
Dwayne wasn't
no,
in it.
no, exactly. Dwayne was not in that one. So
Yeah,
that
we've had this conversation.
Yeah, exactly. It's even less Dwayne then. But I'm trying to think of like how much skin does Dwayne show on average across like his other movies.
I think he's actually not. I think you might be onto something, Hannah, because I feel like he's always in a tight t-shirt.
Yeah, he's always having that, like tight shirt or like a regular the dad shirt thing going on, or some weird suit, or like tactical gear. In most
I'm not
movies.
just my body, Dwayne Johnson.
Sorry,
Dwayne, I'm not just my body.
I mean,
Johnson.
I don't think I've seen this movie. Emphasis on I don't think I've seen this movie, but there's the Dwayne Jumanji movie.
Yeah, with
exactly.
Jack Black, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I was trying to imagine what does Dwayne look like in that movie, and I think he just looks the same the entire movie. Like he just wears the beige.
Oh yeah,
like
adventure explorers
exactly.
outfit. He just doesn't have the hat.
Indiana Jones without the hat.
So no
It's
lace
Dwayne Johnson.
trousers.
Yeah, exactly.
No trousers at all. I think he has shorts.
I took note of, or actually, we probably have said it, but something that Anna pointed out very vehemently, the fact that the sorceress, when she's being led out in the skies, have zero pants of any kind.
Yes.
On, because
I don't think she wear pants. There's no pants at all in the entire movie.
Because I think we have commented. I'm not gonna say a lot, but more than once on the differing attires of the sorceress, like how she stops wearing her wizardry cape and so on immediately, because it's not.
It's only there for her to look like a man.
It's only there for you to mistake her for a man, and even though it seems to clearly be part of her, regular apparel or whatever, and then it's just removed because that's over with. Now it's not a man. It's stupid because the cape is really cool. It's not really cool. It's passably cool, actually. But the fact that we have watched the disguise scene, the leading her out with the hood, and we usually comment on like, wow, Dwayne looks a lot more reasonable with the hood up or something like that, and the sorceress, but it's like I've never really thought about how the sorceress is dressed so stupidly in the entire movie. It's just like completely.
Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense, because obviously her outfit is made out of whatever they can grab, right?
Yeah.
But she has laced. It's like she's wearing something over her.
Yeah, but it's like tied.
Yeah.
I think it's like just two, and it's kind of gravity defying, and also like she does movement, so the things should fall out. I'm just saying.
Well,
somehow she keeps it together.
Well,
with her
maybe she
sorceress ways.
Against the laws. Maybe that's.
Maybe just practiced it. If you look at her general outfit, that's even less. There's like zero cloth in it. It's just brass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We saw 2 extra camels
Yes.
at the very end that we had not noticed before.
And also a possible new great camel scene in when Armpit gets punched. When Armpit get eat by the T-Rex.
Excuse
but,
me?
There's I thought there was potentially really great camel action because the 4-year-old camel, I think, occupies like 30% of the shot in the background. So that might act as a new pit stop or like oasis of cameling in the early parts of the movie.
Yeah, because the cute camel is rather well placed, but also, or rather, it's very valuable. But it really is
quite late.
Yes, I'm not gonna say too little, too late, but it is late, and you definitely could use a stop before that.
You had heard about the camel quite a lot before this. How did you feel when you saw the cute camel?
I felt a lot.
A lot.
Like there wasn't. I don't like fighting scenes, so like this obviously isn't a movie for me because it's like 70% fighting scenes and then the Rock's body and then desert footage.
70% fights, 25% the Rock's body, 5% camel.
Yes. So the camel is important.
I think you made a noise.
Yeah, I
You
did.
made a camel noise.
Yeah, it was a bit. It might have been a bit leading as well because we were very. It's about to happen. It's about to happen. React harder. Like we kind of put pressure.
Like excited about anything.
Exactly. It's like we're sitting stone faced watching this movie, and it's like
and you're also like really, really like detached from it. Like, no, this is stupid. This is stupid. This is stupid. And then it was. I really felt leading up to the camel part. And you have also sent me pictures of the camel before. And also
it's important to be prepared when facing a great ordeal.
But it was I think I did a genuine cute sound. I have a sound.
So it was real as well.
Yeah, it came from the heart.
I think I've sent the camel to
everyone you know.
Many people. And then funnily enough, we have sent the camel to each other a lot.
Many times.
Many times. So it's not even like, oh, look at this.
Well, it's the camel. The camel has become like some sort of integral part of our socializing.
Yes.
I would say. So
maybe the only good thing to have come from this is the camel.
Well, so far.
Oh, well, last time I think I said I thought that Michael Duncan Clark's smile is a bit cute as well.
Who is that?
Balthazar.
Balthazar.
I was about to say the black man, but that he is like the black man in the movie.
We actually talked a little bit about that as well, like how, well, I've said before how I think it's funny how like the artwork in the beginning of the intro is a very different skin color on Memnon compared to how the actor looks like in the artwork. But yeah, Balthazar and then the guard in the harem that attacks. And also the potentially unnamed Amazon.
Well, I think
warrior.
there's lots of African American actresses who play Amazons, but there's like 2 black dudes in the movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, Michael Duncan Clark, who's obviously not easily like boiled down to black man. He's a very, very talented actor. Was in a lot of things. I think he won an Oscar for Green Mile.
Yeah.
Didn't win an Oscar for the Scorpion King.
You really got snubbed out of that one.
Yeah.
What is the score on IMDb?
I don't think we've ever checked.
I'm not allowed to check.
No.
You've banned me researching anything about the movie.
I'll check it some other time.
Yeah.
I don't feel like doing it right now.
Okay,
I don't wanna...
you can pull it up.
Yes, I can put it in the
Exactly.
in the podcast. Maybe we can guess.
Well, I would guess it's I'll guess it's between a 6 and a 7 because of based vaguely on some sort of like star power thing.
Yeah.
Because there's obviously I don't want to talk too much about IMDb because I haven't experience with getting chastised about knowing scores on IMDb from people who never visit IMDb for any reason.
I've been on IMDb like twice in my life.
But usually it's not usually like how Rotten Tomatoes might be. Oh, dude, with the audience, this is a 99%, but the reviewers gave it 50% or the other way around. That sort of thing. On IMDb, it's usually just, oh man, every movie is awesome. I love every movie.
Okay, so you're saying you're 6.5.
Yeah, something like that, I guess.
Are you agreeing with this?
Yes, because of men. I think there are a lot of dudes that think that The Rock is good, and I think that bumps it over a 6.
There's also the factor of like, since it is The Rock's first role, it's gonna be like this movie that will be, even outside of this endeavor, continuously revisited probably by people who are like, oh, what was The Rock's first movie? What was Arnold's first movie? What was Sly's first movie? Like that sort of thing. And that might... I was going to say that might bump up the score, but now when I say it out loud, maybe not.
Okay, I'm going to go low then. I'm going to go 5.1.
It's very specific.
I could go 5.2 if you want.
Yeah, I'll be more comfortable with that.
Okay, I'll go 5.2.
Thank you.
Okay. Surprise round. Unsurprise round.
Dubious Dwayne details.
I guess you'll both get a question. This is not the regular one with 2 facts. It's just going to be a quiz. I'll do them in a row. So for Anna, actor and entertainer Dwayne Johnson first gained notoriety as an athlete in which professional league? The UFC, the Ultimate Fighting Championship, the NFL, what is NFL short for? North American Football League, I think. Or the WWF, World Wrestling Federation.
The wrestling one.
We'll see what... Yes, correct.
That's incredible.
Okay, here's for Oskar. Before his acting career, Dwayne Johnson was best known to wrestling fans by what nickname? Stone Cold, The Hammer, or The Rock?
It's The Rock.
Amazing. Well, we'll keep going in the reverse order then. When was Dwayne Johnson born, Oskar? Is it May the 2nd, 1972, April the 20th, 1971, or June the 4th, 1970?
The first one?
Correct. What? You knew that?
Of course I knew that.
What was the first feature film Dwayne Johnson appeared in, Anna? Was it The Rundown, The Mummy Returns, or The Scorpion King?
Scorpion King.
That is incorrect.
Didn't we just say that?
His first feature film. His first, or not feature, his first main starring role.
Exactly.
He played the Scorpion King in The Mummy Returns a year before.
Yeah, he's in it's like one scene,
Yeah.
a few seconds, and it's just his face as well. Like it's just
No,
isn't it?
there is live action footage of him.
Oh, well, I haven't seen that movie. So, so you were duped.
Okay, so I guess you win.
Oh, was that it? So
Yes.
that's wow.
Unless you want to go for another round and potentially.
I want to go home at this point.
Well, applause. You proved that you have watched Scorpion King more times than Anna.
The proof of that was already out there, I think.
Yes. I think since we're 3 people, maybe we should just move on to the final portion of the show. The
favorite moments.
Yes, the favorite moments and emotional state. So you have watched an episode, so you sort of know the how this runs down. So maybe we should just start with you, so we don't color your experience. How are you feeling? How are you like?
I'm feeling well. I will not watch this movie again. So like this was okay. I was mentally prepared for it because I watched you go through this. Yeah, I feel like all right. And then favorite moments.
Yes. Did one thing that stood out to you? What was the best thing in the movie for this watch, which I guess will be your only watch, evergreen watch of Scorpion King?
Or we were supposed to not color her impressions, I guess.
Yes.
I would like to say the camel, but I can't now, really, because then I would feel like I would be taking your thing. But I guess the costumes are fun. Like they said yes to everything, and then they just did it. So I like that. Like overall.
You did mention the Amazon Queen's feather head dress. Is that the best standout one?
Yes, I'm going to pick that.
That's the
fur thingy.
Wasn't that on the sorceress?
No,
Wasn't it? Oh, okay.
No.
My mistake then.
it was not. I think she said it, and then
exactly.
it
She
instantly
said,
cut to the sorcerer,
exactly.
so I could see you.
I had the delay.
How are you feeling, Oskar?
Feeling like I want to go home is not an emotion. I think that's more of a desire.
Maybe you're feeling fearful.
No,
Having to stay.
I'm feeling. How should I put it? I'm feeling sort of stunned, I guess. A bit like when you jump into cold water, and then when you get back up, you're like, I survived.
Oh, when you're jumping into like ice water.
Yeah, exactly. So
I was just thinking like
I guess I guess shock an emotion. Probably not.
Well, that's a physical reaction, right?
Yeah. Well,
but you can't be shocked, right?
Yeah.
Emotionally
surprised.
shocked.
Yeah. But I'm not really surprised because I'm so used to this now. So I don't know. I guess my emotional state is a bit muddled.
You almost died before you got here. How do you feel about that?
I think that's part because I rode my bike here and I was almost ran over by a car, and I fell off my bike in the sense that I fell off the bike and the bike fell, but I was on my feet, so I didn't actually fall over, but I fell off the bike. And I sort of feel like that now, because this is a new experience with the first offline Scorpion King viewing, and I had that experience immediately after almost dying. So I think I I think as we watched, I kind of put on pause the feeling that I could have died today, and now that is returning, and I'm feeling like some sort of trauma from that.
Traumatized.
Yeah, but I feel like it might be then that since we're talking about our emotional states, they do not necessarily have to be related to the movie in that sense, because
No, you're feeling the way you're feeling.
yeah,
right?
exactly. So that's the way I feel. It's a bit muddled, and I feel traumatized.
Yeah. What was your favorite part of the movie this time around?
My favorite part of the movie this time around, I'm trying to think. I feel like we talked. I think I'm gonna take. It's actually a bit more like several like conceptually, but I feel like I enjoyed the chest man a lot more this time, because there was so much discussion about the chest man compared to what there usually is.
Yes.
And
Maybe the one aspect of the movie that was truly sort of transformed by Anna knowing about it beforehand, like you could imagine that lots of things in the movie would be, oh, that's that thing, but chest man is the one that stood out.
Yeah.
So it felt like I paid a lot more attention to this character, and also since we had an entire week plus contemplating his Quan Chi performance as well, I felt like I appreciated him a lot more. So I know it's kind of a cop-out, it's not a specific moment, but I'll take the scenes with the chest man in it. I felt were a lot more enjoyable this time around.
All right. So traumatized and chest man.
Yes.
Gotcha. I think I'm all right. It's sort of mixed. I had been thinking about watching the movie with someone else and how that would feel. We had that really low last time we watched.
Yeah. Sorry to interrupt you, but it's like we were craving an outside perspective.
Yes.
Was what we were thinking about the most leading up to this.
And I think it was less impactful than I thought it would be. No, no offense.
It wasn't really the bombshell we might have been expecting.
Exactly. Felt maybe I thought it would felt fresher, but the movie was still the movie.
No, it was still Scorpion King, and we still made the same jokes. We laughed at the same parts.
Yes.
We
now let me talk about my emotions, Oskar.
I'm sorry.
And when I went home from work today, I thought about, we watched 4, and we didn't even mention that that's a month of the Scorpion King. We did 1 of the 12 months, but that's 5% of it. So there was still 95% left.
I feel a bit bad that you said that now.
Yeah,
I hadn't thought of it that way.
It's so much. It's nothing. So that's not great. So it's mixed. It's mixed. It still feels like having a guest could, like, maybe this viewing would have been like death if Anna wasn't here. It's hard to know.
Imagine if I had actually died and you'd have to watch the movie yourself.
Yes, that would have been less good as well. Maybe I wouldn't even have done it. Depends on who you ask. But yeah, I think I'm a bit confused. I don't think I know where I am anymore with this. I think I'm gonna need a return to a normal viewing to understand how I really feel.
So we can take this as sort of a learning experience that it is probably a bad idea to have a guest followed by a guest.
Yeah, maybe you could just take it as a lesson that it is bad, a really bad idea to have any hopes about the viewing experience improving.
Exactly.
Because I don't think it will much. And my favorite moment, I think my favorite moment was in the beginning. I noticed something new in the movie, and that's generally something I tend to focus on because it's like, oh, I didn't see that before. In the council with the kings, Prince Takmet is wearing a really weird leather plate.
We all noticed it. We all pointed it out. Exactly.
Like a plate
Like a
cape.
Was it bolero? No, the short cardigan thingy. He wanted someone to something to show off his waist as well.
It is odd.
Yeah, I think it becomes a bit more because it's like I feel like he changes his clothes a lot in the movie.
And then he just walks around and eats.
Yeah, exactly. But I say a lot, but it might be just once when he changes into the chainmail thing or whatever. But I feel like maybe he only wore that weird leather thing at the start because his dad wanted him to wear it, and then when he killed him he had like freedom of dressing himself.
Maybe something to consider. Look for his outfits next time. And with that, I think we're done, because I think I only have about 30 minutes of talking about the Scorpion King inside me.
It's all over.
Week. Yes, it's over. Thank you so much for viewing the movie with us, Anna, and for your input and cute camel noise. And I guess for the maybe 24 people who watch, we'll see you next week for the 6th viewing of the Scorpion King.